Hello, I'm Bider, and I'm the programmer behind Doodle Deities. In this first devlog, I will be showing you one of the more unique features of our game. This here is our editor. It comes with the game and you can access it directly from the main menu. The modules you see right now that are marked as read-only are the built-in modules in the game. All the content in the game is made in this editor, so you will be able to take a look at how we made everything in the game if you want to learn how to do stuff. So if I go in here, you can see all the things that you can add or remove to the game, such as cards or factions and stuff like this. So since this is our first devlog, let's start by taking a look at arguably the most important part of any card game, which is the cards. Here on the left, you will see a list of cards that exist in this module. You can click on them, and if you have something like a spell, you'll see a preview here, or if we go on a minion, you can switch between the board state and the hand state. And here you can see like the description and the stats of the card. And finally here we have the effects of the card, which is our little script editor. Even if you haven't done programming before, you don't really need to be intimidated by this. This is very, very high level. So if you look at this card, it says if you control another aberrant, which is a minion type, gain +2/+2. So we can look at the script and you will see there's a condition here, which gets all the friendly minions on the board, filter for aberrant, and remove yourself since you don't want or you only want other minions. And then it finally checks if there are any targets left. And if this returns that this has targets, that means that you have another aberrant on the board, and then the script will run. And in this case, all it does is add 2 to the attack and add 2 to health, and then play a buff animation. I can hit this button up here and select the test case, and I can test this card. You can see I have the card in hand, and I have another aberrant on the board here. So if I play the card, it gets +2/+2. So now let's take a look at how you can add your own content to the game. So I'm going to go here and create a new module. This is called my module. I go into this module and I can now add stuff to my game. So my card, create, and here we have a new card. Now you might not want to start from a fresh card like this. So maybe we want to start from an existing card. So let's try and make another card. You can then select a card here to copy from. So maybe I take this Blaze Thrower here, or let's just go with the Blaze Thrower today. Here we have the new card. You have the description up here. You could import a different art here. You can click here and import, and it will copy it to the mods folder for you. You can change its stats, such as cost, and you'll see it's immediately updating on the card in the preview. I can change the description, or I can hit play and I can test this card. So let's just test what it does currently. So if I play it, I get to pick a target. I can target friendly, I can target enemies, and it will shoot a fireball. So if you go back here, maybe we want to change this card. So we're gonna buff it a little bit, give it 4 damage, or say 5 damage, and it's gonna hit all enemy minions. And after doing that, we would also need to update the effect. So let's do that. Right now, it gets all the enemy minions, but it's set as a targeted card, which means you have to choose one of the possible targets. So just clicking this off, and I can run it again, either by pressing here, or as you can see, pressing the shortcut Control R. Now it should hit every enemy minion and not let me pick a target. So we saw there that the animation plays for all cards first before the damage is dealt, which looks a bit weird. So let's go back here and fix this. So this is where you might need a tiny bit of programming, since you need to add a loop. So we have some built-in loops here, like loop for each target. So it will go through every target here and then do the actions on the targets one at a time. So let's try that. So I'll play it again. And you see that the damage is dealt immediately after the animation plays. We could also start doing stuff like checking if something has died and doing stuff, or we can do something simple like after it has dealt this damage, we can do a different effect. So there's a lot of effects, they are pretty straightforward. So let's modify the attack of a card. So the card we're going to modify, let's do ourselves. So we just put get self in here, and an amount. We can input a value for this. So say I want to give it +3 attack, and then I want to play a buff animation. And I want to play that animation on myself. So let's run it. Now it should shoot a fireball on all targets, and then it should buff itself with health. Sorry, with attack. Yeah. So yeah, there you see how simple it is to add cards to the game. You can really add cards in a couple of minutes. And if you want to do existing effects and just modify them, that's very, very easy. And even if you want to add more complicated and new effects, that tends to not be too hard either. So yeah, that's it for this devlog. In the next devlog, we'll go over some more editor features. And if you are interested in the game, please wishlist us on Steam. The link is in the description, or come and join our Discord, as we will be soon accepting playtesters. Well, thanks for watching.